Alrighty then, here we go. What's the scenario? Berlanga got packed up last night. Our good brother Edgar Berlanga. I said I was going for Berlanga after he made it rain on Oscar De La Fuya. Um, yeah, Berlanga let me down. I can't even say he let the community down. He said drop it on how you can't be a non-black and drop the N-word and get packed up like that. You shouldn't be saying it regardless. I mean, you New York ninjas, man. They talking about the California ninjas letting the Mexicans run them, or the Southern California dudes letting the Mexicans run all over them. But Jesus Christ, y'all New York ninjas let anybody call y'all the N word. But um, but yeah, man. I mean, I was surprised, and I heard people say, well, Shakur should have been the main event. No, he shouldn't have. Based on that fight last night, Berlanga and Sheeraz was the perfect main event. It was the perfect cherry on top of that card. That card was really, really good. That was the perfect main event. Not to see Shakur throw all them punches and not crack an Easter egg on Easter Sunday. Nope, that was the perfect ending to that fight. Berlanga running around, talking about he the king of New York. Running around, acting like he that ninja. Right? Popping his shit. And Sheeraz, who ain't even known, I ain't gonna say known, but in his last fight, when I first seen him versus Carlos Adames, he wasn't even seeming like he was punching like that. Like he was really, he really, he really implemented that crunk style Andy Lee last night. Andy Lee seemed to be a good trainer for everything that I seen. And Andy Lee had him punching through the target. Yeah, Andy Lee had him striking last night. They did not punch at the target. They didn't play with the target. They came to punch through the target. Berlanga talking about he the king of round ones and all that. Man, dude, they came not to play with him. Sheeraz showed that he got a mean streak. Now, should we be like, well, that's how good Carlos Adames is? Adames is good. That ain't no secret. Once Adames stopped blowing up in between fights and going back to the DR, eating everything up under the sun, once they got his ass to sit right in the United States and stay on weight, it ain't no limit to what he can do. He can be a pound for pound fighter. Ain't nobody ever deny his talent. He easily beat Sheeraz. That wasn't even no close fight. But Sheeraz came out, and maybe the weight made a difference for Sheeraz, because he came out to prove a point. If he fight with that, that mean streak that he had last night, he might be a problem. He might be a problem up there. But he fought with he perfect for Kronk style. You think about Andy Lee, I'm like, man, Andy Lee, especially for this fight, I said Andy Lee should have him punching through the target. Like Bruce Lee punching through boards. Boards don't hit back. But man, he was cracking last night. He couldn't miss, and Berlanga ass. We all knew that, dog. But the Sheeraz just seemed to be kind of passive, kind of type of guy that probably just kind of like what I seen versus Adames. And Adames is a little bit more trickier, obviously, than Berlanga. He a little bit slippery, and Adames is a really good fighter. I mean, Berlanga right there. And boy, was they punches on point last night. More important than the ferocity, the accuracy. The quality, the accuracy, the ferocity of the punches that Sheeraz was throwing last night, he made Berlanga eat all the work. Berlanga can't show his face in public no more. King of New York gonna have to move to Alaska, Vermont. No, that's too close. Washington State. And he said, I guess they bet 100,000 Sheeraz, so you can keep your 100K. Keep it. You gonna need it. Your career is over with. But shout out to Berlanga. This was gonna be inevitable anyway. So instead of Top Rank, nickel and diming him and then a bum beat him, man, he went out there and got the Canelo fight. Get paid, Berlanga. Get paid. Hey. He got paid a couple times. Berlanga, Sheeraz, he got the bag. He got the bag. Fucking with Top Rank, he would have never got no fight. Like, they would have sacrificed him to Mbili for $250K. That nigga would have been flipping. That nigga would have been flipping Hardens at Foot Locker. They would have been flipping chicken at Chris Colbert chicken spot. You know, I used to be a light super middleweight contender. Like, nigga, pretender. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dog because he definitely made the right business decision. I must say myself, that was clearly the right business decision. What did you blow on your motherfucking horn for? I don't be understanding these people, dog. But yeah, that was clearly smart by Berlanga. Whoever was moving Berlanga's career, that nigga's the manager of the decade. And hopefully he took care of that money, bro. De La Hoya couldn't wait to talk shit. I don't think he talked enough shit. Maybe he's saving for Clapback Thursday. I don't think he talked enough shit. Honestly, I would still be popping shit, but you know, De La Hoya is a fighter too, and he's been on the wrong side. He's been on the wrong side of some decisions too, or some ass whoopers too. So probably that part of Oscar De La Hoya was able to sympathize with Berlanga. So yeah, maybe he was able to sympathize with Berlanga shit. Come on, man. You about to run, get ran over. Come on, take the parking spot, Keisha. Take the parking spot. I'm not tripping. They will not let this lady bag out. Let her bag out. God damn. All these motherfuckers is just like, no, what is you doing? I don't know what she doing. Let me get the fuck up out of here. Cause these people, oh my God, I just think certain people shouldn't have rights in America. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I really think certain people shouldn't have the right to drive. I think when they do the citizens test in America, you should have to pass a driving test. And if you can't drive, you shouldn't get U.S. citizenship. That's my personal opinion. Y'all might be like, oh, CJ, you an ignorant nigga. Okay, I'll be an ignorant nigga. But I firmly believe that. I really want to say some other stuff that's controversial, but I won't say it. I really think certain people shouldn't have the right to drive. Real talk, dog. Real talk. But that's all but yeah, back to Bumlanga. The one time I picked Bumlanga, he let me down. He let me down, man. But shit, I mean, when I was watching that and I seen the demolition job, and people said, see, Shakur should have been. No, that fight with Williams and Petty Shakur was solid. It wasn't better than what we seen with Berlanga getting packed up. That nigga was doing the doo-doo brown scrub. The ground. That nigga was doing the doo-doo brown, man. That nigga was, cotton candy, Tootsie Roll. Come on, man. Come on. Packing him up, but Andy Lee, they did exactly what they were supposed to. I feel like Zepeda did what he was supposed to. He just got tired. He don't know how to pace himself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta it's funny how these dudes be running, like they run all these miles and stuff. How you not know how to pace yourself as a boxer? And Berlanga knew, and he had a 4-round window. And after that 4 rounds, if he didn't do nothing, it was a wrap. And that's one thing about talking your shit. You talk all that shit, and you don't deliver on your shit talk, it's a wrap. You can't be running your mouth and don't deliver. So he can't come back to New York. Ain't no way he can come back to New York. So, ultimately, it is what it is. But yeah, I thought that was rightfully the main event. Not before the fight. I thought Zepeda and Shakur should have been the match. But I think looking at that was the fitting in into that card. That was the fitting in into that card. So Berlanga should not be heard from again. In my opinion, he shouldn't talk shit. He shouldn't, have a parade. You know what I'm saying? It was a bad weekend for Puerto Rico. He got packed up. Amanda Serrano got packed up. She got outboxed. You know, Puerto Rico, man, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Xander Zayas, he carrying the torch right now. Unless y'all claim Shakur Stevenson, y'all should claim Shakur. I don't claim him as a black person at all. But, that's all I had to say, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. But Berlanga got packed up. I couldn't believe it. My brother Berlanga, Bumlanga. I do it for the Puerto Rican culture. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.